It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on iRacing. Hello again, everyone. And for the final time this season, I am Gary Gatso. Welcome to P1's broadcasting signature presentation of Round 12, Week 12 of Season 2 of 2026 Championship Tuesday of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split, coming to you from Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Not only are we going to be racing for a championship tonight, but a possible Triple Crown opportunity for Robert Maleczka, as we have qualifying currently underway here at the former 2-mile super speedway at the base of the San Gabriel Mountains in SoCal. Joining me as always, hot off his first ever real world visit to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Justin, how was it?
The perfect event to go to witness history. If I would have told you that I would be witnessing the closest finish in Indy 500 history, you would have laughed me out of the building.
Hey, anything's possible. I've seen a close one there too myself.
I'm bummed that I had to miss the little 500, but it was kind of worth it in the end, so to say. Also, for the love of God, Terre Haute Action Track, Vigo County Fairgrounds. For the love of God, please at least do some maintenance updates to Terre Haute Action Track. I almost literally fell down a rabbit hole.
Probably hasn't changed much since I went to college there.
No, I almost fell down a rabbit hole going into the infield. Let that sink in. No pun intended.
Well, and also joining us, as always, is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. And Luis, let's just jump right on into it and get to the points situation. And here they are on the screen. This is what we're looking at today. Robert Maleczka leads Adam Blocker by 10 points. And the strength of field tonight is not the biggest one we've had this season. I think it's about the third largest we've had this season. It's a 55-51. We had a 56-21 earlier in the season, a 55-63 earlier in the season. So I think this is our second highest this season. But Luis, we still have a points battle on our hands. So one way or another, we are crowning a champion today, and maybe a possible Triple Crown champion at the end of all this.
Yeah, also maybe a double champion of the season. Adam Blocker already become proclaimed, the champion of the Open Series with 700 points ahead of the Alan Petrov. So what if Adam Blocker become a champion today, winning the race, or Robert Maleczka become a Triple Crown and also the season champion today in this match, is gonna say, but no match, actually, it's race. So it's gonna be really interesting. Who win today gonna become the champion. That's it. So 10 points different between each other. So it's gonna be really, really excited. Once again, what has happened last year with the Seb Alexander and Clendy and a super speedway race that day.
All right, let's get on into the starting lineup. Justin, go right ahead on the pole. Speed of 223.7 is
Robert Maleczka. Starting next to him, Mr. Brof Dog himself, Jason Brophy. Starting second. Starting third, it is the deer herself, Anna Clemming. Fourth, Brandon Trost. Fifth, Casey Pobolonis. Sixth, David Munoz. Seventh, Dave Mitchell. Eighth, John Stellard. Ninth, Caleb Brashear. And rounding out the top 10, none other than Mr. Kyle Clenworth himself. I will say this, thank you for stepping in while I was on the road to and from the Brickyard for the Indy 500, Kyle. I much appreciate that. 11th, it is Logan Edwards. 12th, Aikila. 13th, Ryan Campbell. 14th, Andre Castro. 15th, Sadiq. 16th, Aisha did. 17th, the prodigy himself, Indy Kirkenbauer, or as he's gained a new nickname from what I've heard is Indy Nukenbauer, for what happened at Belle Isle. 18th, it is Matt Hollabaugh. 19th, Chris Wetz. 20th, Brendan D'Souza. 21st, it is Crash Neon. 22nd, Richard Vasquez. 23rd, Adam Blocker. Rounding out the field with no time whatsoever, it is Jacob Oster himself.
Blocker's making it tough on himself today, Lewis. He's going to start from the back with a modest speed of 170.4 miles per hour. IndyCars haven't gone that slow on an oval in California since I don't even think ever. I think when Ontario opened up, they were automatically going faster than 170 miles per hour. So Blocker just a little bit faster than a stock car, or maybe actually slower than a stock car there.
Yeah, a little bit slower than a stock car, I will say. What do you say, guys? 60 laps.
Yes.
60 laps, season finale. What do you say? Take a look at the track temperature, see how hot it is?
127. 127.
That is cooking.
52.8 Celsius for the people who don't understand.
Hey, I'm one that understands it, so I know exactly what you're
don't understand.
I don't understand it. Remember, our first Triple Crown race of the season was Pocono. That was a 55-29 strength of field race. It was Maleczka, Blocker, and Oster. Then in week 8, Indianapolis, it was a 50-89 strength of field. It was Maleczka, Blocker, and Oster again. Do we see a repeat of that? And if we do see a repeat of that, we see a Triple Crown champion and a new Indy Oval Series champion getting ready to go green here at Fontana for the last time this season on the high banks at Auto Club Speedway. It's Robert Maleczka, Jason Brophy, Anna Klimek, Brendan Trost, and Casey Povolos. Your top 5 green flag is out in SoCal.
Already 3 wide as they went past the start-finish line there, going into turn number 1. That was a fantastic start on the outside by Jaden Munoz, though. Munoz will go up to the high side, temporarily slide up in front, and block the air on Brandon Trost. They come off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway for the first time.
Brophy not wasting any time. He goes to the inside. Gonna be, prime time John Steller takes a stab to the inside. Met him this weekend, or 2 weekends ago when we had the 500 in town. As they go 4 wide off the corner, Clindy in the middle. He has Munoz up to the top side. Clindy drafts up to the top and up forward. Now he goes to the bottom of the racetrack, slides in front of Steller. Now he goes to the bottom of the racetrack. He wants to lead now in the challenge. He slides up, gives a lot of dirty air to Brophy. Now they're down the backstretch one more time. Brophy to the inside. Klimek now back to 4th. Munoz in 5th.
John Steller had a ton of dirty air thrown on him going through turns 1 and 2. He had to back out of it tremendously. He didn't lose as much momentum as anybody thought he was going to lose, but he has now regained it. But he is now under attack from Casey Povolonis as well as Ty Keela and Trost. But Trost is already getting a little bit more dirty air thrown on him as they go into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide there in front of him.
Clindy not wasting any time, already up 9 spots to the lead, just set the purple lap, Lewis. And normally we see Clindy not with the great, lately it seems like he hasn't had the greatest of all qualification efforts just about every track we've been to. But today he wastes little time to get to the front. He realizes that if he doesn't get to the front and challenge right now, that Robert can drive away in this one and maybe bring his teammates with him.
Oh, fast lap again for him. Taquila has to drop down again on this. Actually, it's 23 now. Yeah, I think it's better to be on the front. Try to challenge for Robert Maleczka to now go to the lead and be over there when the pit stop and green flags coming in. So very hot. I think it's really good strategy for him to be over here on the front because it's super hot. Once again, I said that on the track.
And Clindy another purple lap, a 2:21.8.
Cledworth just setting fast lap after fast lap now. But already I'm looking at this battle here between Brian Campbell, Indy Kirkenbauer, and Logan Edwards. Kirkenbauer was trying to find as much room as he could to try and get by Logan Edwards. Logan Edwards was not having any of it there, but that also affected Brian Campbell, who had nowhere to go, lost all the downforce off that front wing there. Kirkenbauer goes to the inside of Brandon Trost. They go into turn number 1.
Oster takes it 3 wide to the bottom, going into 1 underneath Hollenbaugh Shadid.
Oster doing basically playing the smart strategy of just starting the back and work your way up towards the front. That is working out very, very beautifully for him already. Even though it's only 6 laps in of 60 total here today for the season finale for week 12.
Blocker up 9 spots, the 14th, as he has now reached the mid-pack, and he is now against his Dale Coyne Racing rival, who actually got some TV time at Detroit. Our own star, Ryan Campbell here, got interviewed on pit road during race weekend.
And who'd have thought that would ever happen, though?
I would have. They always get the crew guys in every now and then. It's just you don't really see the Dale Coyne guys, but Dale Coyne shows you the Dale Coyne guys. They have multi roles in their jobs. Not only is their Ryan their PR guy, but he also has to change a tire. Up front, Clindy and Maleczka battling side by side in the 3 and 4. Maleczka on by. Clindy falls back to second. Brophy in third. Munoz fourth. Anna Klimek in fifth. Povolonis in sixth. Kirchenbauer up to seventh. Primetime John Stellard, his teammate, eighth. Caleb Brashear in Freebird in ninth. And Dave Mitchell. Mitch showing up in 10th right now. Adam Blocker, purple lap, a 2:22.5.
John Stellard initially had the run the previous lap, but he had to back out of it big time as he almost had nowhere to go. Trying to get by Casey Povolonis there. Povolonis knew what Stellard was doing. He threw dirty air on him, and that got his car completely out of whack into an understeer situation. Not a severe understeer situation, but a mild understeer situation. We'll just call it that. But still, Stellard up on that high line there. Right now, that's kind of the best place to be right now as Indy Kirchenbauer just gets a little bit of oversteer coming off of turn 2. That's going to open the door for John Stellard to get by him as they go off into 3.
And those are 3 teammates right there, Povolonis, Kirchenbauer, and primetime John Stellard. So they all want to race each other nice and clean and keep the racing to a minimum because they don't want to lose ground to the cars in front of them. A little bit of a gap is starting to form in front of them. As we are 11 laps into this thing. Last time we were here, Clindy beat Povolonis by 5 thousandths of a second in a caution-free race that featured 24 lead changes in 60 laps. Will we see more of the same today? So far, we've seen mainly just the battle between Maleczka and Clindy up at the top. But will we see other challengers? Will Brophy get involved? Will Munoz get involved? I don't know how much Brophy will. He might just be a rear gunner for Maleczka, but we know Munoz will get his nose in there.
Yeah, Munoz knows exactly what he's doing here at Fontana. He's definitely trying to see if he can work his way through the field just a little bit more to get back up towards the front and challenge Robert Maleczka for the lead. But the one thing a lot of these guys are taking into consideration is the fuel mileage game. If this race goes green the entire way, you're going to have to find a way to try and stretch that fuel run out just a little bit more to try and possibly overcut the rest of the field there, because there are at times where you'll see a number of guys undercut to where they can get up towards the front. But that's only if there is no cautions that fly in this race.
Luis, track temperature up to 129 now.
Very hot, actually. To be honest, maybe that's why Brando Trosses went down to 12. Also, Adam Blocker is getting a little difficult to make pass of Dave Mitchell in 11. John Stella with the fastest lap, 222.9 now. But it's getting tough. It's very difficult. But wow, I see something almost in between Munoz and Stella.
Everybody looks a little happy happy dancing. When I say happy, they're probably not happy in the car, but the car looks a little happy. They're dancing and the back end's coming off a 2.
Yeah, maybe that's why we are in 15 laps with the old tires. Thinking about when it's going to 30, 25, 30, when it's getting close to the pit stop challenge.
Riding with Brendan Trost down the backstretch in the draft. Brian Campbell tucks back in. Trost currently in 13th. He would like to get a win this season. He has been shut out in the top split broadcast this season. This is the finale for season 2 of 2026 here in the Indy Oval Series. Top split broadcast. We'll take 2 weeks off and we'll see you when we get back for Season 3, Round 1 of Season 3, when we go to Echo Park, otherwise known as Atlanta Motor Speedway, in about 2 weeks.
Now the question is that going to be the meme one, or is that going to be the proper Atlanta?
I think it's the proper one. If I remember Robert's schedule that he submitted, Robert's not a big fan of the plate track or the plate-like tracks, so I would imagine that's probably the older scan, which will be nice and hot and a lot of tire deg.
I didn't read Legacy. I just said read Atlanta.
Trost. I think he might have actually kissed the wall a little bit as we ride on the Robbie Gordon cam with Trost. Over 1,300 iRacing wins to his credit. Back in the 12th position.
I want to say something, but with how crazy this race is going so far, it's one of those that you pick and choose which ones you want to try and watch, because anything can happen here.
Here comes Jacob Oster. Jacob had a near Triple Crown win or victory or claim a Triple Crown back in Season 4 of 2024. He won at Pocono and Indianapolis, but could not win when we got to Michigan later that season. Here he comes to the inside of Trost.
Fantastic run underneath Brandon Trost there, but Trost still maintains that run on the high. So shot on him, and he counters that and goes to the inside of him.
Dave Mitchell had nowhere to go, just slid up in front of him, held on. Just pray that the guy behind you doesn't climb into the back of your attenuator.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to launch off another car in front of you while trying to check up for what could possibly be a disaster.
Robert Maleczka, in the meantime, has fallen back to 5th. Glindy has pulled away, bringing John Stellard and Anna Klimek with him. Brophy hanging on the 4th. Jaden Munoz in 5th. Kirchenbauer in 6th. Maleczka continues to fall back. And now I got to think that there's a plan in motion here to get with his teammates and maybe work on some mileage and use Brophy possibly as a bit of the hare and have the rest of the drivers be the hound to try to catch him.
I wouldn't be surprised at that, but Halava is also struggling big time. A lap ago, he got up in the wall coming through 1 and 2, lost a ton of speed. But don't look now. Here comes Brandon Trost, 3 wide on the inside of Logan Edwards, and Dave Mitchell still 3 wide, back to 2 wide temporarily.
Wow.
These cars are definitely not handling very well. Track temperature now 129.
It says May 11th of this year for InSim, but I found
that's
Logan
Edwards
Edwards
into the wall.
Oh, no.
He hangs on, and that extra tarmac down there saves him from going into the inside wall. Used to be grass down there a long time ago, and it looks like Logan Edwards is back at speed. But he has lost all his track position as now Chris Wetz passes him and now runs into 24th as he goes from the mid-pack all the way to the rear.
Yeah, he got a ton of dirty air thrown on the front wing of his nose there. That was not what he wanted to have happen. Oh, so we see a little bit of 3 wide there coming off of turn 2. Everybody sliding and sliding around to try and at least save just a tiny bit of fuel. But green flag pit stop should be coming up here very, very soon.
Yeah, we are getting to lap 23. And really for these cars now, pushing it at lap 30. So to get to, if they want to make this in one stop, they got to get to 30. Remember, they have tire limits here as well. 3 sets of tires, 1 on the car and 2 in the pits that they can change. So if there's a late caution, they could throw on an extra set and do a full send at the end. But speaking of full send, prime time John Stellard. Boy, he has been working on qualification, and he has definitely kind of got that part down now pretty good. And now he's kind of focusing on racecraft, and so far, just reaching the halfway point or just shy of it right now. Primetime John Stellard showing how he earned that nickname. Currently running at the front of the pack with one of our defending series champions, Clindy in the Pink Panther running point, and just behind them and being very, very patient is Anna Klimek and Indy Kirkenbauer. He's actually being very patient today as well, Lewis, but he needs to basically win this race and hope that there's a lot of bad results for Blocker and Maleczka to have any hope of getting the championship, that he's that far behind, but he needs to really surge himself to the front.
Yeah, actually, the hope is the last thing you don't want to lose. So that's Andy have to do it. If he can win, at least this top split for him is gonna be a really good result for the season. But it's getting tough. It's about what is the drop wing he has to maybe getting a little bit close. He is 150 behind all of these two guys, but. At least close the season in the big win today in Fontana.
Ride with the Dark Knight Adam Blocker as he rides in the draft of Jaden Munoz. And then ahead of him, they have Kirchenbauer and Klimek, who are technical teammates. And then Stellard, a teammate of Kirchenbauer and also a technical teammate of Klimek. And Clindy all by himself. His nearest teammate is Ryan Campbell back in 14th position.
Now, what I was trying to say before Logan Edwards decided to give us all a heart attack there, it says May 11th of this year for the in-sim. Yet the track temperature reminds me of 2015 with the BAB TV 500. Where it was hot, slick, and everybody was somewhat in a pack, but not really in a pack. But then again, it was a pack.
Big run by Blocker. Temperature, track tip has come down about 5 degrees since we last looked.
Oh, look at Oster up on the high side there of Jason Brophy. He's got that run. He's going to have to back out of it almost big time there. He almost ran into Jaden Munoz. Munoz saw that, thought better of it, gave room there to Jacob Oster. Oster now will gain at least 2 positions there while maintaining that high side over in 3 and 4.
Lewis, and here comes primetime John Stellard coming to pit road. Lewis, I was getting ready to say, the only car that started up front that has stayed up front has been Anna Klimek. Everyone else has stormed from the mid-pack to the lead.
Yeah, you're right. We have a 9 with Clendy, 14 with Andy, 20 with Oster, and 18 with Adam Blocker in 5th. The pole sitter, 15 now in the pack. So it's gonna be like almost the same when he did in Gateway, when he started to pull back, and at some point he won the race. So what if? But we have to wait for that if it's green flag for race.
Oster purple lap 223.3. So very late in the run. Oh, Tro slides up just in front of Casey Povolonis, and he slides in front of him again.
That was dangerous right there. I don't care who you are. That was extremely dangerous, and that was not good.
And Ryan Campbell gives him the old Brazilian clear. Here comes Casey Povolonis. Seeing a little red in his eyes right now. Goes to the bottom, and I bet you he slides right up in front of Trost. Let's see what they go. 3 wide through 1. He wanted to slide up. It just wasn't there. Oh.
Guys, good thing we didn't see it on TV there momentarily. Oh, that was a little close.
Vasquez and Chris Wetz almost with an incident coming off the corner.
But I could clearly see, clear as day, the moment that Casey Povolonis was driving by Brandon Trost, he was giving him the bird at 200+ miles an hour.
Graham Rahal bird. Or he could, he could be like Will Power and just read lips. Anna Klimek, though, goes to the point.
Will Power, the gift that keeps on giving in terms of memes.
Oster up the 4th now. He's up 20 spots. Brophy started up front. He's only down 3. He's one of the 2 that has stayed up front all race long. Klimek has also stayed up front all race long. Clindy up 8. Kirchenbauer up 14. Blocker up 17. He's the last car kind of tacked on to this group right here.
Now the question is, who's going to start making the calls to go into pit road? Because this pit road is very, very tricky. You go from 200 plus, at least 220 miles an hour, down to about 55 to 55 miles an hour.
Dave Mitchell, purple lap. Again, late in the run. 223.7, just getting faster out there. Conditions aren't calling for it, but they're throwing down heaters out there. Clinty back down to the bottom. We expect pit stops to happen any time now for a lot of these drivers. Here comes Clinty off the banking, trying to slow down onto the flat portion of the racetrack, down to 55 miles per hour at those cones, bringing with them technical teammate Matt Hollenball.
I will say this, we still need open wheel version of Fontana, because we shouldn't have to be slowing down that much for pit entry there, because pit entry is always further back inside pit road than what it was for stock cars.
Well, yeah, you're right, but I think we're pretty locked into what we have with this version of Auto Club Speedway now. Indy, a little bit of a fade on Oster, but Oster's like, nah, I'll go to the top. And he goes purple lap. John Stellard goes purple lap. He takes it back with the newer tires, a little bit further back in the pack. He's behind Clinty, but ahead of Hollenball. But he's just behind Clinty. Here he is, battling for the lead, or which would be for the lead when everyone comes to pit road.
I think Robert Maleczka is going to get the fast lap at some point in this race, and it's going to be one that nobody can touch.
It is Oster, Klimek, Brophy, Kirchenbauer, and Blocker, your top five, expecting them to come to pit road anytime. Freebird, Caleb Brashear, there he is. Brandon Trost in seventh. Jaden Munoz back to eighth. Povolonis in ninth. Kirchenbauer off the racetrack on the pit road for the Prodigy. His final stop of the season. Crash Neon also on pit road. His final stop of the season.
And I thought Kirchenbauer was about to bin it there, because he stepped out big time under braking to get down to minimum pit road speed there.
There's a lot of people coming to the pit, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see who comes to pit road this time. This is Anna Klimek. Also bringing with is, let's say, Caleb Brashear coming off the banking as well. Oh, wow, we have a bunch of people. Andre Castro in the Kyle Busch throwback. Dave Mitchell on pit road. Robert Maleczka on pit road. Shadid on pit road. Wetz on pit road. Logan Edwards on pit road. The 22 of Brendan Sousa on pit road. So everyone making their one and only stop they need for this race. But Jacob Oster continuing the lead. Now he comes off the banking and bringing Brophy with him. And also on the coming with him the pit road is Trost. And also on pit road is Blocker. Povolonis. Nick Sudik.
Ty Keela also coming into pit road there.
Anna Klimek trying to come up to speed. Where is Stellard? Where is Clinty? They're going to pass Klimek. They're going to pull alongside Klimek on the backstretch. She's going to be up to speed. She still needs to come up to speed. But a bit of an undercut, and it looks like a black flag. Brandon Trost on pit road. But it looks like the undercut for Clinty, and Stellard is looking pretty good right now as they are storming up through the field. Munoz is coming to pit road right now. So he went the longest. Brophy spinning out, coming off the button to the inside on turn one.
Oh, no. That is not what you want to have happen coming off of pit road, especially on brand new tires.
And that, unless we get a caution, is effectively going to end his day. Jaden Munoz is still our leader. But the race lead will probably come down to Clinty and Stellard as they are going down the front straight right now. They should pass Jaden Munoz as he is about midway through 1 and 2. Anna Klimek, purple lap, 224.1 as they clear Munoz really, really substantially. And folks, we've seen this before in the past here where the undercut is not as powerful. Normally the overall car spinning coming off a 2, and that is Brendan Trost. Yellow, under caution, and so much for the strategy in our first caution at Auto Club Speedway since going back to Season 4 of 2025, Round 1, Week 1. We had 2 cautions for 6 laps in that race. That was won by Adriano Pinero over Jason Brophy. And we are under caution. We can actually all take a breath now. Whew.
That spin looks a little sus to me. I'm going to be honest, that spin looks a little sus to me there from Trost.
Well, we can, let's take a look here, and we'll go back just about 30 seconds here and see what happens. Oh, the car's behind him. Crash Neon. Richard Vasquez. Let's watch this again. Let's go back about 10 seconds here. A little bit longer. I think he, I don't know. He looks like he grabs part of the apron and the banking.
I mean, just give me the tinfoil hat, but it's kind of odd that when you get a black flag for possibly speeding on pit road, that you decide to let the car essentially track out to the white line and to have it spit out. That just doesn't sit right with me.
It looks like he just grabbed the, I'll tell you what, people in chat, you can make your determination on that. Looks like he grabbed the apron and the banking to me. It's not like he can benefit from the lucky dog. We don't have that in IndyCar, thank God. So I don't know how he would really benefit. He's still a lap down. As we see primetime John Stellard and Clindy playing games with the pace car. Got to be careful there, boys. But let's do a reset of the field. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. If you are just joining us, this is P1's coverage of Championship Tuesday of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split coming to you from Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. We've now completed 44 of 60 laps. We got our one and only pit stops in. We should be good to go to the end for all of our drivers. If you're enjoying tonight's coverage, you'd like to monetarily support us, tonight is the last time you could donate to our broadcast for Season 2 of 2026. Our GoFundMe campaign link is in the stream description. You can also send us super chats as well. The GoFundMe campaign is also pinned in chat. You can send us money that way as well. We do appreciate it. We do realize times are tough, so any contribution, any donation, no matter the amount, is greatly appreciated. Hey, P1 Broadcasting is also excited to announce here in a couple of weeks the second running of the P1 600 is a crown jewel level event exclusively for the iRacing IndyCar community. It's a 600-kilometer, 186-lap battle at our sister track here of Auto Club, Michigan International Speedway, on June 13th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an all-star driver roster of the iRacing IndyCar community will take the grid, competing for over $600 in prizes. Stay tuned to the P1 channel, the P1 Discord, and also the iRacing IndyCar community Discord servers for more details, and also where you can find entry applications. June 13th at Michigan will once again be a race to remember. And on top of that, we have a big IIS race this Saturday. JP?
That's right. It's back to the outside of St. Louis. We go for the Barbarito Automotive Group 500 for the iRacing IndyCar Series, 260 laps, 500 kilometers around the tight bull ring that is Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, or as we like to affectionately call it, Gateway International Raceway, with the 1.25-mile track that will be broadcasted live at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. That is at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, only on P1 Broadcasting, your home for everything IndyCar related on iRacing, because at P1, we know what Indy means.
And if that race is anything like the race we had last week, that should be a banger. And it is the second, actually it is the longest race on the IIS calendar distance-wise. Remember, Indianapolis, the 500 is only 500 kilometers. That's 312 miles. We're doing 325, so it's the longest race of the season this Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Getting ready to go green. It is Clindy, Stellard, Klimek, Campbell, and Brashear, your top 5 as we go back to green here at lap 45 to 46.
Now the question remains, who's going to be able to try and pull out to get the biggest upset there? Right now, Kyle Clemworth is still in the lead, but John Stellard is behind him, and don't look now. Here comes the deer herself, Anna Klimek there with the run, going down to turn 3 behind John Stellard.
Still not over yet for those team hype cars, Lewis. They're now in the mid-pack. They caught up whatever they lost on pit road in terms of those pit stops under green flag. They were able to make back up under caution. They're right back in this battle.
Yeah, they're really there. Robert tried to make the pass on the Matt Hullable on for the 10. Closer there is Adam Blocker for the contender for the championship, and then Oster in the 8. So it's gonna be a time. We still 14 my God, we still 14 to go. And like I said last time, Maleczka is gonna be in 15 to go on the front. I guessing it's gonna be in 5 to go. All of these guys are gonna be fighting for the race.
How Anna Klimek and John Stellard did not wreck going into turn 3, I will not know. I thought we were about to have major disaster there. John Stellard now with every single bit of problems there. He's now losing a ton of spots as they go 3 wide, trying to make it 4 wide now as they go for the lead at turn 3.
Anna Klimek goes to the bottom, but unable to keep the momentum rolling down there. But here comes Freebird, Caleb Brashear to the high side, high, wide, and fancy. Now the low side in the 3 and the 1 and 2. They're jockeying for position behind between Klimek and Ryan Campbell. We're going 2 by 2 into turns 1 and 2. Brophy purple lap of 2:26.6 as the pace continues to pick up.
The pace continues to pick up, but also the intensity continues to pick up as it's almost 11 to go this time by. We're getting close to the final 10 laps of the season. Anna Klimek now falls back in line right behind Brian Campbell, but she will also be under attack from Indy Kirkebauer herself. But don't look now, here comes Caleb Brashear. They're 3 wide going into turn 1 again. Almost contact between Caleb Brashear and Brian Campbell as Kyle Clemworth and Anna Klimek are just watching this battle as they're in a battle of their own there. Kirkebauer waiting in the wind behind them, as well as Jaden Munoz. Munoz tries to find a way to get around him. Not going to be enough. He gets the door slammed shut on him, and he is stuck in dirty air as they come off at turn 4.
Let's ride with the prodigy as he has Clindy, the Pink Panther, down beneath him. There is Anna Klimek, Captain Chaos. Now here they come into turns 1 and 2. Indy down to the bottom. Clindy up top. Here comes up to the high side. We hear Anna Klimek up there. There she is in the deer car. Oh, splitting the middle, just like a rocket. Jaden Munoz out of nowhere.
Wow, he saw the opportunity and took it, but also Kyle Clemworth back to the lead. They're 4 wide behind him, what I'm hearing there. Yes, they were temporarily. And how they all did not wreck there, I do not know. Oh, there they go! In triple turn 1!
Spinning around, everyone's missing him. And I think that he makes a little bit of contact with the turn 1, turn 2 outside retaining wall, but he seems to be okay. He made contact with Caleb Brashear. Brashear seems to be okay, but we are under caution just like that, and we are getting ready to set up for a heck of a sprint to the end.
It was a contact with Aaron Blocker. He was make the 3 wide, have a contact with Brashear. And look at that, the camera of the Robert Maleczka, he missing the 2 cars in front of him.
We will ride with Maleczka here momentarily, but watch this big run. Blocker, big run to the outside. And just a little bit of a nudge there with the I5G driver And Robert, just narrowly misses it. And that could have been a championship ender right there. Let's ride with Robert Maleczka. Let's go back about 10 seconds in time here. A little bit more than that, and we'll watch as everything kind of develops in front of him. And this is how everything happens so quickly here at this racetrack. We have plenty of time. We'll actually go back and watch this at full speed. It's just no time to react, and all Robert could do was flip the wrists and go lower on the racetrack to find the only opening. Here he is. It happens just after the start-finish line. Here we go. Get ready for action. You go 3 wide. Whoa.
Talk about threading the needle.
Here we go. Full speed. Full speed. And then you got to control the car coming back up on the racetrack, so you don't spit it out. Getting back on the banking there, he almost made contact with Caleb Bashir coming back up on the racetrack.
Yeah. That is difficult when you come into the apron and flat, and then you come into the banking again on that, and in between. Sure, you're gonna lose it, but I don't know how he did, but he did it good, and he survived.
We had a number of drivers coming to pit road to throw in those last set of tires. Primetime John Stellard among those. Ty Quilla on pit road. Kirchenbauer on pit road, of course. Vasquez on pit road. So everybody at the end of the pack, tail end of the field, coming in for that last set of tires for that sprint run here to try to gain as many positions as possible. But we're going to go green here probably with 5 to go, as we are still under caution right now. Clindy is your leader. His teammate Ryan Campbell is right behind him there. Jaden Munoz is the meat in the team sandwich here. He is an independent, and he has really no one to work with. And he's going to hold off then Anna Klimek, who will be bringing with her, if he can get up to her, Casey Povolonis. And then we have the Great Wall of Power Slide. We got Blocker and Maleczka. Caleb Brashear is still out there rolling. We don't know what type of damage he might have. He did not come to pit road, did not throw on another set of tires, but he's out there rolling right now. Then we have Jacob Oster, who is in 8th position. He was on the very low portion of the racetrack. I'm wondering if he's trying to save some fuel. I don't know if he's close on fuel. And very quietly, guys, shh, it's Big Race Nick Sudik. All of a sudden up in the top 10. When there's ever a big race, you can guarantee he's either in the booth or on the racetrack.
I will say this. That was some of the best wreck avoidance I've ever seen by the entire field. You wouldn't see that happen in the NASCAR iRacing series.
Lights out on the pace car. We will go green next time by. Robert Maleczka is looking for his 7th win this season, and he gets the win. He will win the championship. Adam Blocker, well, he would like to get the win, and if he gets the win, more likely he might win the championship. He would like to get his 3rd win of the season. Clindy got a win earlier this season at Kentucky. He would like to add to that total as well. But then we have drivers behind him. Brian Campbell. It's been a while since Brian's found victory lane here on the top split. He would love to get not only TV time in Detroit, but a time in victory lane here in the virtual sense at Auto Club Speedway. Jaden Munoz, he would love to see a big dub, and it's been a while since Anna Klimek's got the big dub, the former Open Series champion from a season ago. So a lot of consequences up at the front here with this restart, getting ready to come to green this time by, coming to 5 to go before we wrap up this race and this season.
5 laps to go, and anything can and will happen. Will Robert Maleczka be able to pull off not just the season championship, but also the Triple Crown? A very rare sight to see anybody win here. Pace car is off. Let's get ready to go back for racing for the final 5 laps of the season. Green flag is back in the air and already a bit of a stack there.
God.
As Robert Maleczka has to take avoidance there to try and not run into the back of Adam Blocker there as they go into turn number 1.
And that allows the top 3 to kind of pull away.
Yeah, I don't know how Robert didn't get the black flag. He just grows very close for the black flag, but it's okay. He's still running.
He made it work somehow, but now they're 3 wide there. At the front, they are battling hard for the lead. Brian Campbell goes to the lead. in front of Kyle Glenworth there. He now goes to the bottom as here comes Jade Munoz trying to get the run on the outside of Kyle Glenworth, but Glenworth has the run on the inside of Brian Campbell there as they go into turn one.
It's hard to get the words out sometimes. Remember, remember we're talking. Brian Campbell, Jade Munoz also almost made contact. Here comes Robert Maleczka. Will Buxton was talking about how hard that last lap in Indianapolis was to call it because he was just trying to get it right and not say the wrong things. He wanted to get the right words out, but it's so hard to do. We do close finishes all the time here in the Indy Open Series, and we're looking at another one. And here comes Robert Maleczka. He goes to the high side, Clindy down low. Jade Munoz right behind him, right in the middle. We're going to go 3 wide. It's Ryan Campbell. This race is not over yet. Here comes big run on the high side with Robert Maleczka.
They almost touched wheels there. I believe they did touch between Brian Campbell and Robert Maleczka. Maleczka still has the run, but here comes Brian Campbell underneath. Kyle Glenworth there as they go into 3 and 4.
Teammates working on a little bit of swap drafting at the front. There's been only one driver in the history of IndyCar racing, the 100-plus years of IndyCar racing to ever win the Triple Crown. That is Allison Sr. And could we see a Triple Crown champion here tonight in Robert Maleczka as he goes to the high side around Clindy, bringing Jade Munoz with him. It is 5 off the corner, battling for the win as they all now the stake begins, coming to the white flag this time by. Triple Crown hanging. It is Munoz on the high side, Clindy up super high, 3 wide up in the front, 3 wide just behind him, white flag this time by. Do we see a Triple Crown? Robert Maleczka, Jade Munoz, Clindy 3 wide at the line. Here we go, white flag.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet because Kyle Glenworth still has that run on the high side there. He barely goes in front of Robert Maleczka as they come off a turn 2 down the back straightaway.
He slides up in front, and here comes Blocker to the high side.
Blocker goes to the high side.
Here we go, side by side. We're coming to the checkered flag and a Triple Crown. Clindy to the bottom, but it's going to be Robert Maleczka getting the Triple Crown. Clindy seconds by 83, now 60 thousandths of a second.
What a finish. What a race.
Seventh win this season, and Robert Maleczka, first driver since 2021 to sweep all of the big tracks and getting the Triple Crown to boot. The last driver to sweep all the big tracks on the schedule is kind of I don't want to call it an improper Triple Crown, kind of a dirty Triple Crown. It's a non-historic Triple Crown. Was Christopher Demerit. He won at Indianapolis, Pocono, and on that schedule for that season was Daytona. And any way you look at it, the NASCAR fans and the NASCAR drivers do Indianapolis a respect by calling Indianapolis a Triple Crown race. And if Daytona was ever on the IndyCar schedule, which it would never be, but if it was, it certainly would be a Triple Crown race. And those were the 3 big tracks for that season. He won all 3 of those races. So that is the last time we've had a driver, 2021, win the big 3 races of the big 3 track races of the season. When I say big track, I mean super speedways. Whew. And let's get in tonight's final results. Robert Maleczka over Clindy. Adam Blocker comes home third. Adam did everything he needed to do short of winning this race and beating Robert to get that. He would have been 2-title Adam basically at the end of the night if he would have got the win. He won the Open Series on Monday night. And he is unfortunately going to just come up a little short here in the Fixed Series, or in the Open Series, or the Oval Series, excuse me. Anna Klimek, another good campaign for her in 4th. Jade Munoz in 5th. Brian Campbell in 6th. Nick Sudik very quietly in the top 10. 7th. Jacob Oster in 8th. Caleb Brashear recovers to 9th. And Andre Castro in 10th. Casey Povolonis, Matt Hollenbaugh, Jason Brophy, Dave Mitchell, Trey Shadid, Andy Kirchenbauer, Chris Wetz, Logan Edwards, Ty Quilla, Brendan Sousa, your top 20. And primetime John Steller, not the finish he was looking for. He was up at the front for a lot of this race. Richard Vasquez, Crash Neon, and Brendan Trost managed to finish on 24th spot. Only car 1 lap down. All right. And let's see here. We need to get some replays queued up. All right. And one more time for the final time this season, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell. We really appreciate it. Everyone has been great this season, helping the channel and everything. Want to thank everybody who is a subscriber, who's made a donation, anything to help the channel, been a part of the Top Split broadcast. Want to thank you very much. Anybody who's watched it all this season, again, thank you very much. It's been a huge season for us, and we want to thank you for being a big part of that. All right. And we will cue out the music and get on into the interview room. And joining us in the booth is Adam Blocker. You got the Open Series championship more than likely. You did everything you needed to do today except beat your teammate. Unfortunately, he edged out there at the end and not coming home with the 2 championships, but a great season 2 for you. Congratulations on the campaign. Talk about your race and the choice to just kind of start from the rear.
Well, first of all, I knew based on the basic math that I would have had to beat Rob by over 100 points because of how everything was. So I pretty much just was racing for fun, unless Rob crashed. So I just decided to start from the back because I figured it'd be fun, and it was a lot of fun. Like the racing package was a really good balance, and you could really rip the wall, and then the middle and the bottom worked when you made it work, and it took a long time to get through the field, but. And then I probably could have made a couple better decisions on that last restart after it happened, because I ended up getting to the leaders, but just like I needed like 1 or 2 more laps. So,
what happened on the restart? Just missed it, or when you tell us?
Well, the first one was that Rob got inside of me on the initial start because I didn't peek inside like I normally do. The car in front of me was doing that, so I just figured I could go, and then Rob got a huge jump on me, and then I think there was 1 or 2 laps where I just guessed wrong with the car immediately ahead of me, and when you get dirty air, like you check up, so it's really important to just guess right and always be getting the clean air, and I got that for like the last 3 laps, and that's how I went from like 6th to 3rd, and that along with some like good hybrid deploys to make sure I always got in the right lane without someone clearing me or whatever. But then the last lap I just didn't. I didn't have enough time. So
well, finishing 3rd here today, final race of this season, 2 wins this season to your credit, I believe. You had a win at Kansas and then a win at Las Vegas. So pretty successful campaign on top of probably winning that Open Series championship. Congratulations. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for the good race. It was fun and a good season. It was fun overall. And y'all for covering all the series in the community. And see everybody sometime soon.
Adam, congratulations and best of luck when the Indy Next Series continues. When you guys go to the Oval, you're going to be on the Oval at Gateway, so best of luck there with you and your team. And we'll see you whenever we see you next on the car here in the virtual sense here on the Top Split broadcast.
Yep, thanks. Should be fun.
And that is Adam Blocker. Didn't lead a single lap today, but man, you can never rule that guy out. Much like this next guy, we'll bring in Clindy and the Pink Panther. Here he is. Clindy, another close one today. Not a bad campaign for you. Got one win this season, a number of podiums, and a very close finish here at Auto Club Speedway. I know you're kind of feeling a little bit of the burnout, especially with that Indy fatigue. Believe me, I understand that as well. Looking for some much-needed time off. I believe you just clinched up a championship in Horizon, and I think you got another cut of championships that you're battling in for some other league stuff, and then you're going to take some time off. How you feeling, though, after the second-place finish here to wrap up this season?
Yeah, I mean, I took a little bit of a break to go to the 500 with my mom, and was talking to my friends the other day. They said, "Hey, when are you going to be back?" And I said, "I'll be back when I feel like I can fight power slide and win," and I don't feel like I'm there yet. So, I mean, today's just proof that I was right, I guess, but proof to work harder. I'm going to take a step back from the sim, run less officials, but I have Area 51 coming up next on P1. I've got to beat Ryan Kelly there. I think basically if I beat him by 2 positions, it's mine, or if I get a bunch of bonus points and beat him by 1 position, it's mine. So it's basically, we're basically even. And then votive on Sunday night, I have to beat Anna Klemek by, I think, 5 spots or so, because I made a bit of an oopsie at Auto Club when we were there a few weeks ago. So if I had just kind of taken some humble pie and finished top 5 there, like I absolutely could have, I would be the championship leader and just be playing defense like she will be doing. But I wanted to win that race, and it was against Power Slide. And I think that's kind of what caused my little bit of crash out, is that I need to deflate my ego and eat some humble pie and just take what finishes come to me, rather than thinking that I deserve to win or can win every race, because it's not always the case, right? Coming home third is perfectly fine some days, and I just need to do that. I'm very happy with second today. I pulled a power move to clear Munoz into 1 and 2 there. I just neglected to recharge my hybrid, so I had more speed on entry. I saw Klemek doing that and thought it'd be a good idea to steal the lead down the back straightaway and put myself in a position to win and make Rob execute. And of course he does, because he's that good. But can't thank everybody in the field, especially at the front, for racing really clean for the most part. It's a big bummer that my buddy John Stellard, who I was going to try tooth and nail to get up here on the podium with me today, got kind of manhandled a little bit and sent to the back. So maybe better luck next time for him. So, but Ryan Campbell, what an incredible teammate. All my Rogue Racing teammates and Alliance teammates throughout the whole season. Ty Keela, Jacob Collins, Tony Estrada, Seb Alexander, Mark Murphy, Chad Simpson, Jesper Dahlgren, everybody who makes this thing tick. Matt Hollabaugh is in this race today. And then, of course, Shane Coker, who runs the Votives Racing League. We've got our finale, like I said, Sunday night. So tune in. It'll actually be Sunday afternoon, because we don't want to conflict with the real IndyCar race. So we're going to be starting a little bit early. So come on in and watch some daytime votive racing this weekend. It'll be a blast. Me and Klemek fighting for the championship. And then I know you got Rob to talk to yet, so I just want to shout out my mom. Thanks for always watching, being my biggest fan. Thanks to Craig Sugerman, who runs Sugerman Farms, and to all my friends and family all around the world, wherever they may be. Taiwan, Canada, United States, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, California, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, everywhere. So thanks so much, Gary. Thanks, LGN. Thanks, JP, for putting these on. Love it every week, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Clindy, he is punched out. He just knows, he actually, I think he has an Area 51 race that he needs to get to as well. That is getting ready to kick off here in about 10 minutes. Indy next will be at Gateway. And I believe Area 51 is also going to be at Gateway. So either way, stick with the channel. You'll be watching a Gateway race. And both are championship races. And also another shout out to one of his teammates that he didn't get a chance to mention, but Jared Curry finished on the podium for the Indy Open Series for his first big podium finish there for a championship. So Rogue Racing peaking at the right time. So that is good for them. Let's bring in Robert Maleczka, and here he is joining us. Robert Maleczka, I don't even know if you needed this box checked, but you got the box checked for winning the Triple Crown. Is there anything left for you to do that you want to do in these cars still that remains out there that are unachieved?
No, not really. Just looking at even the one-liner together in the season for fun. And yeah, halfway through, just started being, interested in going for a points record, and definitely got it. I'm just wondering if I got 2,400 or not. So yeah, it was decent.
Let's talk about the race. That late caution definitely helped you. I'm not so sure you guys would have run them down if that went green to the end, but the late caution definitely did. A little bit of a stack up on the restart, but still you're able to run down everybody. Looks like you went to the high side when most everyone was trying to go low, and that seemed to be something that worked in your advantage. Talk about recovering from that little bit of a stack up on the restart to run the leaders down in those last 5 laps.
Yeah, before that first yellow, I was kind of looking forward to it because the entire time I was either swapping fuel saving or just fuel saving everyone with full push. So yeah, I was looking forward to kind of passing people on merit, and we got a yellow, which I don't really know if that helped me or not. I think the first one probably did, but all the other ones I don't believe they did at all. But yeah, I mean, just with how racy it is, or I guess I'm not sure if that's even the right word, but it's you kind of have to work for your passes and read the cars in front of you and kind of, it's not really guess where they're going in a way, but what's their initial movement like, and that's something that I'm very good at reading, and I think you kind of saw that there those last 15 or so laps where I was able to dice through the field pretty easily, and just stay patient, keep an eye on the lap count, and make sure to execute when I need to.
Let's talk about the conditions and how the car handled. I know that you've been a ray of sunshine when it comes to talking about how this car is, and it's not the best. It looked like the racing was pretty good out there. It's the general consensus, at least from when we heard Adam in the booth, that he seemed to think it was okay. Your thoughts? And it's been kind of a mixed bag of races this season in this car. Obviously, the worst, I still go back to that Iowa race, even though you dominated it. It was just not entertaining at all. But this one, it looked like that the racetrack, the setup, and the conditions made it for a bit more of a challenge. And then when I say challenge, I mean more fun.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, we know everything that's like 2 miles and 2.5 miles for us is pretty good racing right now. So like Michigan, Pocono, Indy, and here. So with that, it's like, I think with the update, it seems like we're not as affected the cooler temps, even though we weren't. I don't think we were that cold at all. Actually, I think we're on a pretty warm side, right? So
yeah, we were really warm today.
I think we're pretty light on the downforce as well, which makes the racing really good in these cars. Obviously it's a bit tight to handle, but we have in-car adjustments to help with that, where you can get it driving with a decent balance. I'm not gonna say I'm happy with it, but it's acceptable, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, it creates decent racing where you can save your fuel, you can save your tires, or you can kind of make gains and push, and you highline dominant in traffic, but you can make a ton of ground down low if you go to try and send that. But if you don't get clear, you can get punished. So,
right.
We see that quite a bit at these type of tracks. I mean, I guess real life, you do see it in NASCAR and at Michigan. We'll see this upcoming weekend. So it's very similar to that, the racing actually. So yeah, it was fun. I think even with the light fuel there we had at the end and relatively fresh tires, you kind of saw that it wasn't really packy at all. We all kind of had to work for the air and take the runs when we could, but be smart about it. So it was at least from my end, it was a pretty fun race for everyone through the field.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, championship, Triple Crown, everything that there is to do this season. Looks like you got it accomplished. Congratulations. Go ahead and shout them out.
Yeah, thanks to Tommy and Ty on Team Hype for supporting us and sponsoring us. Thanks to Jason and Adam and Jacob for I think we mostly ran 7-8 weeks, at least all of us. So yeah, we had fun and just kind of getting, I guess, back into the swing of things this week after a long month of May, right? So,
Right.
Looking forward to, I guess, week 13 and maybe a few weeks off after that. But once summer kind of comes to an end, get back into the swing of things for pro, hopefully starting up.
All right, Robert, congratulations on the win, the championship, and the Triple Crown. We'll see you when we see you at the next one. But another box on the resume checked off for King Robert, Emperor Robert, even though not the evil emperor, the good emperor of the IndyCar series. That's the only thing I could find that was higher than a king, was emperor. So now Emperor Robert Maleczka III of the IndyCar community, with everything he needs this season, he accomplished. Congrats, and we'll see you at the next one. And he's out of here already. He didn't want to hear me talk about any of that stuff. But fellas, he's still here. He's still here. I thought he saw you. I thought I saw you blow out, man. I figured you're like, enough of this stuff. I'm gonna go celebrate. Robert, congratulations, man. Go celebrate.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Ciao.
Yeah. Gentlemen, wow. I think we've now almost officially seen just about everything there is to see with this community and the IndyCar racing. I've seen a Triple Crown winner now in a league competition, and we've seen now Triple Crown in official series competition. We've seen Robert now sweep two broadcasted splits, major broadcasted splits, primetime broadcasted splits, if you listen to those guys in the booth on iRacing for Indy Fixed and Indy Open weekends. Let's see what else we've seen now. We've Lewis, you and I have seen a Grand Slam champion over in the Indy, or the Elite Racing League and their IndyCar series. This series, this community is really a special one, and they put on a great show all season long for the most part, and a great show today. And once again, another grand champion, Robert Maleczka, with another win in the series, and this time getting the Triple Crown to boot. JP.
Yeah, another fantastic race, like you said, but also, we've seen everything now with everything that you've said that has occurred between the official series, the leagues, everything in between. This is an underrated community. I'm just going to say this in a good way. Most people, we literally fly under the radar almost. And the more we put out these banger races, the more we're going to get people to say, maybe I need to go and run over there if the racing is that damn good. Other than that, I will say this. Since we're not going to be broadcasting any Indy Oval Fix next week, I want to add another broadcast on there, and that's the other IIS race before we go on hiatus until 4th of July week. Immediately following this week at Gateway, the next week for the IIS, we go to the place known as America's National Park of Speed, Road America, for 55 laps. That is also going to be on Saturday as well. Same time as Gateway here. So you don't want to miss 2 weeks of fantastic iRacing IndyCar Series racing from an oval. And then we go up to Wisconsin at the world's most famous road course, I like to call it, Road America, 4 miles long, for 55 laps of some of the best racing that you could ever see.
Justin, and again, glad you had a great experience in Indianapolis. We'll talk more about it over future broadcasts, but again, thanks for being here, and glad you had a good time in my hometown. Louise, you have a big week coming up, but before we get there, here is the schedule for next season. Next season, we will start out here in a couple of weeks at Atlanta. Then we'll go to Michigan for our first Triple Crown race. Then we'll go to Las Vegas, then New Hampshire, Nashville Superspeedway, Pocono for our second Triple Crown race, Texas Motor Speedway, Legacy Phoenix, the proper Phoenix, Homestead, Miami, then Indianapolis for the final Triple Crown race of the season. That will be in August, around, should be, I don't know if that's Brickyard Timer or whatever, but that will be August for Indianapolis. Then we will wrap up with the Milwaukee Mile, which should coincide with the IndyCar schedule. Most of the ovals should, at least this particular season, should coincide with ovals on the IndyCar schedule. And the NTT IndyCar schedule, excuse me, and Chicagoland. We'll wrap up at Chicagoland September 1st. But final thoughts for you, Lewis, here for this season. It's been a great season. And again, I want to shout you out. You've been a big help with all these graphics, these points, and these schedule graphics that you see every week. These are Lewis doing these every week for us now. And he's learned this on the fly, and he's done a great job. So shout him out in chat, please. He's done a fantastic job. But you will be taking the reins here later this week, Thursday, for the Elite Racing League Indy Lights Series. So you could talk about that as well. Final thoughts for this season, and looking forward here to Indy Lights starting up here for the Elite Racing League later this week.
Yeah, sure. We have going to be a really busy week because, it started for today with the Robert Maleczka winning the championship by 143 points. That's the final over Adam Blocker. So he's the champion for the week, for the season. Sorry. And it was really impressed how Robert that to going over there, missing some, and then become a champion in 2 races, just get way. And today with a closer finish today with Clendy. So it was really excited today. I thought it's gonna be a disaster for him, but it was a good job for him. And yeah, this is the new schedule. It started on June 16. That's all the date. It's gonna be on Tuesdays. So it's gonna be Atlanta, Michigan. We're gonna come back for the original Triple Crown with the Michigan, Pocono, Indianapolis until September 1st when it's Chicagoland. And on Thursday, 7:45, we're gonna come back with the off season on the IndyCar P1 Championship Series. Championship, actually, not series anymore. For the off season on the Indy Lights series of the Elite Racing League. So it's gonna be 7:45 for next this Thursday. Race 3 on Detroit and race 4 on Richmond Raceway. It's gonna be live here in P1. It's gonna be over the 30 people sign up already after the Freedom 100 when the Daniel Fockingham won the Freedom 100. So the standing is already Tyler 40 and Tyler 40 and also Fockingham in the championship. So it's gonna be very excited. So it's gonna be 4 weeks actually races between 2 doubleheaded on Thursday. So it's gonna be really excited to see all of these guys and 2 races doubleheaded on the day. And also this Sunday, we have, thank you for Clendy for reminding me about the 4 p.m. Eastern Time race on the podium and from Indianapolis with Anna Klemek and Clendy fighting for the championship in the last race on Indianapolis. So it's going to be a really excited week. Started from Indy Lights on 7:45 on Thursday, and then on Sunday 4 p.m. with the last race on podium. So see you there. And the driver of the day is Jeko Oster with 16. I cannot give you to Blocker because it's third, 20 spot. But also Campbell with 7, Sudik with 8, and Clendy with 8, also 2 seconds. So Jeko Oster with 16 spot is the driver of the day.
All right.
I will
go ahead.
I will interject there. Speaking of Daniel Falkingham, he just finished second in the season opener for the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series Championship at Echo Park Speedway. Yes, the mini Daytona, as we call it.
And when he gets behind the wheel of an IndyCar, he always tells me he's still learning, and that is that's pretty sickening.
He's still learning. He's still learning.
Sure.
He's still learning, but what he's told me, he's had a lot more fun driving the IndyCar than he does the stock car.
I like hearing it. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Robert Maleczka clinches the Triple Crown and the Series Championship with a win here tonight. Clendy comes home in second. Adam Blocker, despite finishing on the podium for all 3 of the Triple Crown races, this is his worst Triple Crown finish of the season, only third, because Blocker finished second in the other 2 races. He's going to finish second in the championship. But unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles here, at least in the fixed Open Series, or it's going to be the fixed Oval Series. But over in the Open Series, he is your series champion over there. So congratulations to him for a successful Season 2 campaign here on iRacing. Join us again in 2 weeks for when we start this all over again. Round 1, Week 1 is Season 3 of 2026 of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split as we kick off the season at Echo Park Speedway, a.k.a. Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's the more proper name for it. Coverage will begin around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember, it's an all-new time, or actually an all-new season, so for the correct time in your area, you can find everything at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but they're not easy. They require time and money to produce. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and enjoyed our coverage of this entire season of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and donate to our 2026 broadcast fund. It's the last time you can do it for this season. We realize times are tough, so any contribution would be greatly appreciated. We thank you for watching and make us part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm games, that's not an easy one either. So please help us support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for a weekly reminder so don't miss out on more P1's other iRacing programming, including right now. You have a choice of what you can watch right now. The iRacing Indy Next Oval Series is currently underway at Gateway. In fact, you will be automatically redirected to that if you do nothing else and you have autoplay enabled on your YouTube browser. But if you don't, you'll have to go back to our main page, and then at that point, you'll have a choice of where you could go. You can watch Indy Next at Gateway, or you can watch Area 51, one of the longest running IR18 IndyCar leagues on all of iRacing. Area 51, their 20th season, first season of 2026. They have their championship race also at Gateway. So either way, you're going to be redirected to Gateway. Check them out. It's Championship Tuesday, not only here in the Oval Series, but also at Indy Next and also Area 51. Track cans for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cans. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cans. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook and follow on X and Instagram. All the links you need are in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree. So, thank you for joining us and hanging out with us all season long. For Justin Petschauer, Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gotzo saying to all, and I want to thank you for watching. Good night, everybody. And to all of our men and women serving in the military as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again in 2 weeks when we do this all over again, when we go to Atlanta and start off Season 3 in the next race of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split right here on P1. Good night, everybody.